Okay, guys, so for math today, we are going to work on multi-step problems. So two-step problems, one step, two step, three step, could be adding and subtracting, could be multiplying and dividing. If there's two steps, you're going to do two different things to solve the problem. So we're going to practice those with strip diagrams. What would the strip diagram look like? How would I draw the strip diagram? All of those things are going to be part of your assignment today. And then the rest of math time, you will finish up assignments from this week. So Monday, you didn't finish that imposter game, you'll finish that in your slides and turn it in. There was an assignment on Tuesday if you didn't have a chance to finish. There are a few things in your folder today that you do need to finish up. It's kind of like a makeup catch-up day. So from all the things that we haven't finished, we'll finish those today. And then we'll practice a little bit of our two-step problems. So think about here. We have a strip diagram already done for us. It's got some numbers, some letters, some things we know and don't know. Which equation represents the strip diagram? So we would have to create our own equation that goes with the strip diagram. We've done this before, so we have to think about the one that's on top. Okay, the number on top, this is our whole number. Sometimes it gives us a whole number, and sometimes it doesn't. We don't know the whole number. This one, we don't know the whole number. We don't know the final answer, the total at the end. So that's going to be kind of what we're looking for. The letter B is what we're equaling to. This information down here is going to tell me how to get B, how to get my total, okay? So B equals what? What can we tell from this strip diagram? So you can pause and think for a second if you want to think it through, talk it through. You can pause the video. What is this telling me about the strip diagram? What is this diagram telling me? Well, I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, right? 4 groups of what? I have 4 groups of 46. This strip diagram is telling me 46 plus 46 plus 46 plus 46 is going to give me my total. Okay, so I could find the total. I have all the information I need. I know that I have 4 groups of 46. You could add 46 4 times, or in 4th grade, we usually know that adding over and over again means multiplying. So that would be a quicker way to get to it. If you wanted to add 46 4 times, that's great. You can do that. It just might take a little bit longer. If this was a whole lot of groups, say we had 29 groups, you wouldn't want to add 46 29 times. That would take a really long time. So you definitely want to use multiplication. But if you're more comfortable with adding on this one, you could do that. So I'm going to take 46, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 46 times the 4 groups that I have is going to give me my total. Okay, it's a long rectangle up top. That's my total. Sometimes I know the total, sometimes I don't. This one I do know the total, so I can multiply. 46 times 4 will give me my total. Okay, you don't have to solve some of them. Sometimes you just need to read that strip diagram and figure out what it's asking you. So this one, we just needed an equation. We didn't need an answer. I don't need the total. I just need the equation. Okay, so this is what some of the things in your Schoology assignment are going to look like. All right, let me get back to my pointer. All right, so here's another strip diagram problem. We're going to read it carefully, figure out what the words are telling us before we even look at these pictures. Ignore the pictures for now. So Alexa had a total of 36 bottles of water. She drank half of the bottles of water last week. Alexa will drink the remaining water bottles during the next 6 days. She will drink the same number of bottles each day. Which strip diagram shows a way to find W, the number of water bottles Alexa will drink each of the next 6 days? Okay, we already know the total, right? We know the total amount of water bottles because it tells us right here in the problem. Total of 36. So we need to find a strip diagram that is showing me a total of 36. So I'm going to look through these. Okay, this is telling me the total is W, this strip diagram. Total is not W. The total is 36. So I can already get rid of that one. B is telling me that the total here is 36. The whole thing is 36. Something's going on up top with the pieces. So that's a maybe. Right now I'm just looking for totals. C is telling me the total is 36. Okay, that's what I want. D is telling me the total is 36. That's what I want. Okay, so far my totals are correct. Now, she drank half of the bottles of water last week. She will drink the remaining water bottles during the next 6 days. So I know that half of the bottles are going to be drank in the first week. The other half is split up in 6 days. So let me see where we split up our total in half. Well, this one is not evenly in half. We can just tell this is way smaller. So I can get rid of B. This one is showing me half of the strip diagram. Okay, half would give me 18 right here. This one is showing me half would give me 18. Okay, so these two are still maybes. Got to make sure it matches the problem. Now, what's happening with the other half of those bottles? We know 18 she drank on week 1. The next 6 days, she's going to drink them evenly. Okay, well, this is showing me day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. This is just showing me one amount. Okay, let's see which one we're looking for. Which strip diagram shows a way to find W, the number of water bottles Alexa will drink during each of the next 6 days. So I really want to know each of the next 6 days, not the 6 days altogether. I want to know each day how much she's drinking. So that's going to tell me that C is the correct answer. So we really didn't have to do too much math, not a lot of solving on paper, but you do have to know what this problem is asking you. Total is going to be 36 bottles of water. We have our total there. And then you can go part by part and make sure the diagram matches your problem. Okay, so there's that one. We would have gotten C for that one. Let me clear this and go back. All right, I think we're going to skip over that one. I do want to do this one. So this one here, not doing a lot of math to solve, but I need to find the equation. If I was going to solve and I was going to put math on paper, what would it be? That's what this one is. You don't have to actually do it, but what would it be? Okay, so let's read this one carefully. Darren drank 3 glasses of water every day for 6 days. Okay, so 3 glasses of water on the first day. 3 glasses of water on the second day. Okay, I'm just drawing out exactly what's happening. 3 glasses of water on the third day, and we know he went for 6 days. Okay, each glass contained 12 ounces of water. Okay, so it was 3 glasses, but it was 12 ounces. Okay, 12 ounces. Put a little Z there. 12 ounces. 3 glasses, 12 ounces each day. Which equation represents W, the total amount of water in fluid ounces, so fluid ounces there, that Darren drank during these 6 days? So I know how much he drank in one day, right? It was 3 glasses. How many ounces? Well, each glass had 12 ounces. So to find out just this one day, I'm going to have to do 12 times 3. That'll tell me how many ounces total that day. It's going to give me 6, 3, 36. Okay, but I may not have had to do all that math. I'm looking for the equation. So how did I start? I started out 12 times 3, right? Okay. 12 times 3 here. Okay, this is all adding. I'm just going to get rid of that one. Okay, this is 12 times 6. Kind of what I'm asking for, but not quite. I'm going to leave it there as a maybe. This would be all multiplying. That's a maybe. Dividing. I'm not really dividing up days, right? I want the total. The total amount over the 6 days. So this day plus this day plus this day plus this day, which we know adding is the same as multiplying. So I'm going to get rid of that division one too. It's kind of throwing me off. This is where I'm stuck. Now, what I started doing to solve was 12 times 3, which would give me 36 ounces a day times the 6 days. Okay, this one's not showing me that. This is just showing me the 12 ounces times 6 days. It's not showing me the 3 glasses each day. So this one's a 2-step problem, definitely 2 steps. I did this part first, 3 times 12, but eventually I would have done 36 times 36 times 36 6 times. So I would have also had to multiply by 6. So that's why it's going to get me to C. Okay, that's what I would have done. Maybe I did a different order. I actually did 12 times 3 times 6. But remember, when we're multiplying, you can change the order. It's fine. You only can't change the order for subtracting and dividing. Adding and multiplying, you can change the order. 3 times 6 times 12, 12 times 3 times 6. All of those mix-ups are fine for multiplying and adding. So it would have been okay if I did a little out of order. So C would be our answer for that one. Okay, so those are your the kind of problems you're going to see in Schoology today. Okay, we are going to watch this quick video, and then I'll show you what your Schoology assignments are for today. You do kind of have a lot because you've got some makeup work. If you finished all week, then you may not have as much. But I know a lot of you didn't have time to finish. That's okay. That's what today is for. Today's going to be for makeup. So we should have the sound in here. If not, I'll put it in Schoology so you can watch it. I'll watch it again, and if there's no sound, I'll put it in Schoology. But it should have some sound in there.
This guitar is sweet.
And it's got an awesome sound.
I bet it's expensive.
Yeah, $180. Oh, I'll use some of my waitressing money.
Ooh, how long will it take to save that much?
Just what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I should write everything down and we can look at it together.
Good idea.
The guitar costs $180, and I make $80 a week at Muchas Piezas, including tips.
Wow, not bad.
But I need to put half of it in savings and take out $10 for spending money every week. That leaves me about $30 a week to put in my guitar fund, so...
Whoa, Zoe, can you slow down a little?
Sorry, I am excited.
Well, I bet we can come up with an equation to work out how long it'll take.
Oh yeah, like a word problem. Let's go through my notes and pick out the info that we need.
Good idea. Let's break it down.
First, what do we want to find out?
Oh, that's easy. How many weeks you need to work to save enough money?
Right. So the number of weeks is our unknown variable.
How about W for weeks?
We can use any letter we want, so W it is. Next, let's pick out the important facts from my notes.
Don't we need all of the numbers?
Let's start at the top and see. There's the cost of the guitar. It's our final goal. We'll need that.
Definitely. $180.
And since we're trying to find how many weeks I'll have to work.
Write down $80. That's how much you make in a week.
It is, but even though I make $80, I can only put $30 in my guitar fund every week.
So 30's the number we need?
You got it.
Don't we have to take out $10 for spending money?
Well, that was already figured into the $30.
Oh, yeah. Now I see.
So we've got our unknown variable, W, the total amount I need, and the amount I can save each week. I think we're ready to write our equation.
But how do we know if we have to add, subtract, multiply, or divide?
Here's the trick. Words in the problem cue you into the operations you'll need. Like the words plus and sum are clues that we'll have to add. But minus and difference tell us to subtract. And times or multiplied by tell us to...
Multiply. So that means per and each are clues for division, right?
Yep.
Well then, looks like we need to divide.
Exactly. Let's do it. If we divide the total I need by the amount I can save each week, we'll get the number of weeks I need to work.
180 divided by 30 is 6.
6 weeks. That sounds right. But let's check to be sure it's reasonable.
6 weeks times $30 is 180. Perfect.
Just have to know how to read a word problem.
Hey, let's go over the steps again. Start by writing down all the information you know and make it into a word problem. Then figure out what you don't know and want to find out and come up with a letter to represent it. We used W for the weeks Zoe needs to work. Next, go through the information and pull out the important facts, the ones you can use to solve the problem, and come up with an equation. Look for word clues that cue you in to which operation to use. And finally, write the equation and solve the problem. Not bad once you get it down.
Speaking of getting down, how about a couple of riffs on Old Faithful?
Oh yeah, I'm always up for that.
Okay, so there was just a quick video about equations, how to create equations. Read it, figure out what you need to do, and then you can solve it. So for Schoology today, you're going to go to Courses, Math, week of May 3rd, and Friday. You will go to Friday. Now, there are 3 things in here for you to do. One of them is find the imposter. You might have already started these slides. Remember where you're matching like decimal to fraction to picture. Finish those. That's job 1. Job 2, comparing fractions from Tuesday. You might have already finished them, but you may have only done about half. Go back in and finish those. You're just sorting out equations. Are they greater than, less than, or equal to? You'll put them in the right spot. So we did that on Tuesday together. Same thing. You open this up and you'll go back to your slides. Just finish those and submit them. And then Friday, you have a new set of slides. So, looks like this. Okay, it's a word problem, kind of like the ones we practiced. Joy baked 2 pizzas and cut each pizza into 8 slices. Okay, so think about 2 whole groups. She's breaking them up into 8 slices. Joy and her brother ate all but 4 of the slices of pizza. Which equation can you use to find the number of slices Joy and her brother ate? So you'll have to think about how you would do the math. You don't have to solve. It's not asking you for the answer. It's asking you how would you get it. So do a little bit of organizing on paper. Draw your strip diagram. Figure out what's happening. And then drag the star to the correct answer. So you'll just put the star if you think it's J, if you think it's H, if you think it's G, wherever you think the correct answer is. So there are 4 of these. Here's another one. Gives you the problem. Which strip diagram goes with it? This one gives you the problem. Which strip diagram or which equation goes with it? It already gave you a strip diagram. And then this one, same thing. Gives you a strip diagram. What are they doing? What's the equation? Okay, and you're just dragging the star to the correct answer. So you have about 3 things in Schoology to do today. I don't know why that's so big up there. So once you finish those 3 on your Friday folder, you've done these 3 things and turned them all into me. 20 minutes of ST Math, and then you're all done for today. So 20 minutes of ST Math you have to do. Even if you already have your hour, you need to do your 20 minutes today. And then you're all done with math.